Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, shall we? Well, I want to say thank you so much everyone for your continued support and your comments. It's just amazing, so I can learn all of the ins and outs and try not to make a complete fool of myself. And I've been given the great tip. One of them is to make sure I don't leave the maze before I explore further because there's an item that I missed. And so I'm going to go back to the maze and do exactly that. I told you before that I saw something over here, and you can even see the outline maybe of something on the map over here. So let me go back and see if there's anything else that I can do before I press on, because I really don't want to miss all the treasures. Now, while I'm traveling, I want to say I was given some tips about more reasons why Enlarge Person is good, because it also enlarges your weapon, meaning it does more damage, and enlarges your reach, meaning you can exploit reach perhaps even more, which those are two other good reasons. I was told how to do a 5-foot step properly, and just all sorts of extremely useful bits of advice. And look, this wasn't even a secret. I just somehow didn't go into this door. So I think I was in this room with a Minotaur, and I just kind of came over here and didn't go anywhere else. So, whoops, my fault. But luckily, you guys caught it, so I didn't leave the area and miss a powerful item. So let's open this up, and
I found something.
okay, so Sela has already found a trap. So what I'm going to do is just practice. I'm going to push F5 to save it and see if I can just send her on her own. Now, this trap actually has its device before you step on it, so this should be pretty straightforward. But I'm going to send her over here to attempt to disarm this.
I hope you appreciate this.
And she got it. Okay, and I'm just going to select everyone and sort of come around the corner here. All right, and we're going down now. And oh, okay. Wow, look at this. So more bits of the maze. They had some animals caged up. And there's, oh my goodness. This is one of the most disturbing little textures. It's clearly a flat texture that they just mapped over this bump. But there's just people in here. Like, this is the meat grinder, where presumably mongrels who don't make it fall in the maze, I guess. The ones who didn't do the ritual, or I don't know who all these people are. And here's Cambion over here, so let's just go. We have a second, so maybe I can have my. I'm going to turn on turn-based combat, and I'm going to turn on inspect mode, and I'm going to then say, hey, everybody who has a ranged weapon, can we equip those? And take a shot over here. So, like, can you just shoot here? And then I also want you. Can you shoot right there with yours, and you can shoot right there. And let's see if we can get a free round. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm just going to keep practicing this. And okay, so no. So what happened is combat got started, and then we had an initiative check. So I believe we're still in the surprise round right now, and this is a chaotic evil outsider, so this guy definitely needs to go. But we're in this situation where Light of the Angels is still on, and Lan is rocking and rolling, but we can't move and attack this round because it's the surprise round. So, Sela and Dr. Incompetent got to go, but Lan didn't. And maybe, I don't know if that had to do with the sequencing or what caused that to play out like that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of move over here and end the turn and Camellia, let's see. Well, she can at least move this far. Alright, Sela, I'd love if she could charge. But it... Oh, she's got the wrong weapon equipped. Let's go ahead and give her this Marching Terror. Oh, it took a turn, though, to switch weapons. Okay, makes sense. Alright, and then we're going to double shoot.
Won't survive me.
Apparently I had to get a little bit closer. Just going to... magic missiles right here on this guy. And that guy had spell resistance, so we'll just pass the turn. And I need you to kind of move up a little bit and get in this guy's way. I'll go ahead and magic weapon and just... I'll double move her into range so that she gets in this dude's face. Okay. Let's see. End the turn. Alright. Oh, we're getting fired at from over there. Ooh, that guy crit me from the darkness. Ouch. Well, I gotta say, that's not welcome at all. Alright, let's see. Sela, I'm gonna move this down. Okay. She can't charge, but it's because she doesn't have a direct line of movement, I believe. So I'll just move her up here. Okay, and then we'll just end. And this guy's gonna try to hit her, and he got 2 attacks per round, but he missed. Alright, so Lan, I actually need you to... you could shoot at this guy, that's fine. Who cares? If we kill him, that's great. And you were actually going to just be scared, and I'm going to try to shoot... Can I hit this guy? Let's see if I can move up and hit him. Hey, we got him. It was a minimal attack, you know, it was only 2 damage, but it hit, and that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to run her over to kind of get in this guy's grill, so if he tries to make a ranged attack, we at least provoke an attack of opportunity. And I will end her turn. And she switched weapons, great. Now can I charge? Dope. Oh, this wheel is in the way. Oh, the difficult life of someone trying to charge. Alright, I'm going to move over here. Now, you'll notice that she's only moved to here, okay? And that is because of her range with this weapon, I believe. Like, next round, I can attack from this far away. Alright, Lan, I need you to definitely move up so you can fire. So if I move you here, you still can't shoot?
Make every strike
he
count.
can, it's just going to take him a little bit longer. Alright. And let's go ahead and... I'm having fun doing this big magic. This is going to be really hard to hit, but we tried. End the turn. Okay. Now, why don't you go ahead and hit. Critical hit, 4 damage. Very good. Wait. Alright, and now Sela can indeed attack from right here. I mean, look at her attack range. Yeah, this is why you use this weapon. I see. Great. Alright, so let's smack. We missed. We didn't need to roll very high. We just did a bad job. Alright, Lan, can you shoot now? Yes. Great. Alright, 6, 5. Alright, this guy's almost gone. And I'm just going to do my basic attack right here. miss, and what do you think? Do you want to finish him?
Your blood.
Ouch. Well, guy got 2 attacks, but he still missed. Let's see if this we can hit. That is a 21 damage. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of damage. Great, we did it. I'm happy. They're not happy. Okay, so does anybody have any healing left? I kind of used it all, I think. I, of course, have healing potions, but I don't want to use that if I don't have to. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to get the band back together, and let's go ahead and search this guy. There's a Masterwork Scimitar, which is great. So we'll take this and a blood vial. That's... I don't want to be caught with one of those. It's a little embarrassing. All right, and we'll take another Masterwork Scimitar. It's a composite longbow. It sells well enough. Okay. Let's try to sell it to that old man Horgus. Make a bunch of cash off him. There's some fairy mushrooms. We'll take it. And let's see. Anything else in this room? There are these switches over here that we see. There's like a torture wheel. All kinds of means of torture. I don't... This might not even be like Labyrinth proper in the sense of it's dispatching people who failed in the Labyrinth. This might just be outright evil torture area. Or it could be something that was like, you know, converted. Retrofit torture area. Don't know. Alright, so I see red, blue, green, yellow. And presumably that is important for some reason, but I don't know what reason. So I'm going to save it and just pretend like, oh yeah, I could totally interact with this. Red. Okay. And blue. Green, maybe? And yellow? That didn't seem to go right. What if I push yellow first? Okay, is there a visual cue? Maybe there, I have a note or something that I missed. Let's see. Let me... It might be too obvious, I guess, if the cue were in this room. Let me go to my journal, encyclopedia. No, you know what? It'd be in my inventory, right? And then in here, diary, cultist dispatch, first aid kit, Hassela's orders, find a better hiding place for the paladin sword from the surface. Maybe that's right. Alright. Blue, green, red, yellow. Alright, how about this? Let's do rainbow. Roy, red. Orange, there really isn't an orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. That didn't do it. Okay. I'm going to go up the steps really fast and just explore a little bit. Let's see if there's any kind of clues that I missed that would give me a hint. I mean, there's markings up here, but they all seem to just be this marking again and again and again, which that can't be right. A-do-do-do. Building stuff. Alright. Let's see. Anything else that I missed? Now there's this. Oh, look, right here. Well, there's these paintings, right? So it's like blue and red are in the middle. Is that important, or is that just random? Maybe that doesn't have anything to do with it. But there's 4 of them, and maybe. Kind of looking for any clue that I might find. Blood pool. Green, blue. There's runes on the ground down here. And then this goes up into the observatory chamber. Do I see anything cool in here? Not really. Alright, let me think about this. Okay. I mean, as far as... Here's blue, green. These just look at the same person, but maybe it's yellow, blue... No, red. I don't think so. I just can't get a color from these two. These are clearly blue and red, though, in the middle. Alright, let me go to... just focus on our party. Here.
Everyone counts on me.
Everyone counts on you. They sure do. Alright, let's go over here. Let's figure this out. I mean, was there any treasure that I missed? Alright, so... No. How about... Let's just try this. Maybe there's some kind of perception check that I just never... I didn't get. You know, I didn't roll well enough. Alright. Okay, so for the purposes of sparing us all an eternity, I did look up the solution to this puzzle because I figured I was missing a piece, but I was so close by looking. I knew it would be there, you know, a visual clue somewhere, and I believe that what tricked me was I assumed that you had to use all 4 of the gems, but you don't. And so this is it. It's yellow, blue, red, yellow. Like, I couldn't tell the difference between these colors because there isn't. They're both the same. And I didn't think that, you know, I just didn't put it, but I was right on. I just didn't try that. And so we're going to go ahead and see if this does indeed work. So yellow, blue, blue, come on there, blue, red, yellow, there you go. And it did it. All right. So we found it. Now, I don't know if there was a clue that I just missed a roll on or if that was the only way to figure that out, but I went back through every room and, you know, I was very, very close. Just kind of missed that last step. All right, let's go ahead and pick that lock. And she got it, and we found, you know, some scrolls and some money. That's awesome. And we'll go up here. Oh, there's even a cutscene to go with this. Sela peers closely at the sword, which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... No, it can't be. I know that hilt. Radiance, the sword of the great Yanil. That's what this is, but it's... Meant to be in the Tower of Estrad with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Well, of course, this rusted piece of metal must be that very same sword. Camellia rolls her eyes. I think you merely wish that this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times in paintings and in the hands of Yanil's statue. I've even thought of going to Estrad Museum to see the real thing in person. How did it get here? Items received, radiance. Sweet. What's so special about it? Now, nothing, I guess, but this sword was legendary in its day. People say that when Yanil held it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see radiance as light from afar and take heart, rushing into the fray and winning. So it's like a holy avenger, maybe, but I don't know what's wrong with it now or how to restore its power. All I can sense is that they made a mockery of it. You're empathizing with an object? Extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? It's not a good item for me, but if we can restore it and it acts like a holy avenger, then Sela would be awesome with it. Sensitive in a way, yes. We're highly attuned to evil and everything wrought by demons. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin, I can tell you they did nothing good to it. Who's Yanil? No. You've never heard of Yanil? She's famous all over Galarion. She was a great woman. She was born in Mendev. And when the crusade started, she couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first into battle, and she never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looks capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly, but then something happened between her and her commanders. Maybe they envied her, maybe there was more to it than that, I don't know. But anyway, she went into the world wound without her fellow soldiers, and she didn't just survive the mission, she even brought back crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden to the very end. That's where she perished, Sela frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope that she died quickly, a hero's death. Because if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner and had to endure unspeakable horrors. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know a lot about Yanil. Are you a fan or something? I suppose you could say that, Sela chuckles. I've always felt an affinity with Yanil. I know what it's like to not be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of Yanil. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled out of the world wound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who keep her memory alive, she's a hero. That's what counts. How could a priceless relic end up down here? Yanil disappeared, but by some miracle, Radiance was recovered from the battle. No one else has ever wielded it. It is Yanil's blade and always will be. That's why it was put in the Tower of Estrad with the other Crusade relics, but now it turns out that somebody stole it. I have this weird feeling like I'm rescuing a fellow warrior from a dungeon. We can't just abandon it, even if it's no use to us. It's not use to anyone down here, but what if it could be repaired? Let's keep going, alright? Let's take it. Let's loot it. Let's take all this. And did we get the sword? I mean, I hope so. No. Close that. Let's see. Weapons. Did we take it? Cold iron dagger. Here it is. Radiance. Sweet. Alright, we got it. Well, I'm really happy I did that. Normally, I like to try to find secrets on my own and not look at guides and things like that, but I knew this was a one-time, thanks to somebody's tip, I knew that this was a one-time thing, and if I left, I probably wouldn't be able to get it. And it's an item that you can do something with to power up through the game, so that sounds awesome. I tried to figure it out. I was kind of close. I was on the right track with the paintings, but just was missing one last piece of intuition to figure out the buttons, but now we've done it. So I think we're safe to leave the maze at this point and go back out into the light. Take Lan into the sunlight. Alright, it's time to finally make some progress over in this direction. Now, I don't know why my formation has changed. Oh, I bet it's because Sela's using a two-handed weapon.
We stand.
I bet if I switch to this shield set, then they'll change the formation to put her in the front. Interesting. So auto formation does that. All right. And we have a little sewage system. All right.
Lead on.
Lead on indeed. Who knew that the sewage was always... okay. And here's what they're telling me, basically, of all the gear that I left behind that I could pick up. And I could just pick it all up. Well, we definitely want that. But, some of it's better than others. Right? We already have that. So it's a question of, like, how much weight can I bear? If you want to move around the world without speed penalties and fatigue, get rid of your excess weight. But we're just going to be in town, so we should be able to, you know, sort things by, you know, what's valuable. Now, maybe not here. Yeah. Sort by price in descending order. Okay. So 50, 50. Well, that didn't really sort it by price. I guess maybe it sorts each individual group of items by price. Right. So we're going to go get a little bit of encumbrance problems, but I mean, some of these are actually pretty good. Not many of them, though. Alright. The armor, what is this? Masterwork? It's a composite longbow. It sells well. Heavy crossbow, not so good. And what you got here? Masterwork scimitar, we'll take it. Light crossbow, rapier, quarterstaff, masterwork falcata, dwarven war axe, flail, scimitar. I mean, this is a masterwork heavy mace. Just taking all this masterwork stuff, assuming that money is a good thing. Alright, leave.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabris are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Wow, this is actually pretty interesting. I assumed that after the Dragon Protector of Canabris was killed, that was it. Like, there was no chance for anybody. I'm surprised they've still been able to put up any kind of resistance against Scythe's Flymaster. The surface, finally. I missed fresh air so much. Indeed. Alright, let's just poke around here. See if there's anything for us to collect. Not really, but what's over here? That's right. Somebody's storehouse is our treasure. And this is a long spear. Incense. Shining scale. Sure.
Follow my steps.
It's shining. Why not take it? Alright. And move over here. Boy, there's a real scrum going on. I can hear it. I'm going to save it.
Let's head out.
My encumbrance might actually be a problem. Oh, look. Enlarged Persian, Divine Weapon Brand, Lay on Hands. Boy, this paladin is rocking it. It's a group of tough people. Irabeth is who that was. Half-orc, maybe. You know, I foolishly was like, oh, I'm just going into town, so who cares about encumbrance? And then it's like, oh, that's right. The town's overrun by demons. Encumbrance is going to be a thing. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia. Oh, look at that. You know, maybe she didn't enlarge Persian. Maybe she's just big because she's a half-orc.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. This here's a new friend. He rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without him, we'd never have made it out.
I mean, don't I look like a new friend? Look at my picture.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
All right.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anivia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
Well, nothing I like doing more in isometric RPGs than taking out cultists. What's the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders.
You don't.
We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
Let me just touch up on the Wardstone. So, it's a chain of powerful artifacts that keep the World Wound's expansion at bay. That is important. It was... Oh, that's what they're always talking about with the Inheritor. Okay, so it was erected in Canabras by the hand of the Inheritor himself, a golden winged angel sent by the goddess Iomede. And I don't know if that's the same angel that gave me power, different angel. I think that was a just different, like, lesser angel.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface.
It was tough.
You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I'll help, but can we get rid of the death's door on my buddy? I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters.
Oh, okay.
Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
So we gotta clear the Grey Garrison before we get back to Defender's Heart. We met some mongrels who live beneath Canabras. This is Lan.
Most people in Canabras think that the children of the first Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
That's what we're going for. Living legend.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
I think that's the least of our worries, but you're good. You could shoot 2 attacks per round, my friend. You are not a joke. What's the situation?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Yeah, that's bad. That's what I thought.
Don't talk like that. Canabras hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
That's right, Seela.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
Look, we don't need your practical realism right now.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomede abandons us, we will fight for Canabras.
Talk to me about the Wardstone.
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomede. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The ward stones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
No, we can't. That seems a really bad thing for them to have. How did it end up in the Great Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabras, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the ward stone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the ward stone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
So this is actually great. So Dascari, who we have no chance of defeating, kind of left without destroying the ward stone. That's beautiful. That's a good opportunity for us.
But how did he do that? He's a demon. The ward stone should have burned his filthy hide.
That's right. Burned it.
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Stop wasting any time. To battle.
That's the spirit. You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Horg Dog. You hear labored breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
Uh-huh. You're gonna get the full escort package, buddy.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of.
It is.
Actual fighting power, that's not so great.
Touche.
Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
I like your optimism.
For Ioma Day! For the Queen! Kill the beasts!
That's right. Kill the beasts. I don't know who the queen is. I know who Ioma Day is. Let's do it. Alright, let's... Looks like our buddies who did the hard battle here forgot to do some looting, so we'll take care of that. Nothing good. Okay. Now, I do need to go into my inventory, and I actually have to worry about... Oh, look at this. We're at 250.7. We're 0.3 pounds away from having encumbrance issues. So right now, we're all good. Now, I want to look at my character here.
Open your heart.
Oh, it looks like maybe when we transitioned, they gave us all of our spells back. So I didn't rest, but I have all my castings back. I don't have the Death's Door rid of, but that should be okay. Alright, so they went that way, so we should probably go a different way. Let's see, this is... Look at this picture right here. I wonder if this is the sword Radiant that we just got. Wouldn't that be sweet? You're darn right we got that sword. It's locked. From the inside. Alright, let's go this way. Let's follow the fighting. They're over there. Oh, they're going at it. Okay. Let me turn on turn-based and head over here. Get ready for battle.
They are the darkness.
You are playing with the auto-end turn option enabled. This option allows the game to end the turn automatically when the character finishes their standard and move actions. Do you want to leave this enabled? Yes. Thank you. I'll do that for now. Alright. Who do we got? We have a cultist over here. Let me check out this cultist. Alright. Yeah, no problem. Alright, Sela. Why don't you switch to the big marching terror and just run up there. Yeah, go over there. There you go. And you're all done. I thought it was auto turn end. Anyway, go ahead. Oh, there's a sharpshooter. Okay, I was like, that's a good hit. Oh, he hit Staunton Vane. Alright, well, that's not me, so... Then good. Alright, can we shoot Yeah, this cultist is almost dead. Alright, we rolled really badly there. Ooh. Irabeth is just kicking the crap out of stuff. Alright, this is great. I love standing back and watching strong people do their work. Now, the new recruit, this is tough. This is a tough first day on the job. Town's been overrun, demons and cultists. Oh. Oh. Okay. I need you to move as far as you can, Camellia. We've got to get up there. Alright, and let's go ahead and, like, let's see, who's the most hurt? Neither of these guys are the most hurt. Alright, so instead, I'm going to move to the full extent of my movement here. And I'm just going to then use Light of the Angels. Oh, is this a flat-footed round? No actions left this turn. Oh. Okay.
Attack!
But I can do that. That was odd. Maybe energy resistance. Your enemy, Neophyte Sharpshooter, is highly resistant to energy damage. The descriptor electricity. Oh, okay, so I gotta turn that off. Okay, well, thanks for telling me. Alright, so I gotta not do electric damage. Alright. Can we charge anybody yet? Yes, we can finally charge. I can't wait. Let's see it in action. Here we go. Charge cam. Oh my goodness. She just basically charged up with that two-handed weapon. Her reach was like 50 tiles, and she killed that guy in one shot. I mean, 22 damage. That's a big upgrade for her. My goodness. Alright. Take this guy down.
Won't survive me.
There you go. Come on, Irabeth. Oh, she's going over there. She's doing stuff. The recruit. Nice chop. Oh. Oh. Grisly battle sounds. Alright, this is a big fight. There's a lot of computer characters here. Oh, is the battle over? It looks like it is. Alright, let's just see if they got any good stuff. Ooh, scrolls. Yeah. What's this? Masterwork Scythe. Yeah, I think I'm past the point of just picking up all Masterworks. They're just too heavy. I'm going to take scrolls and stuff and just kind of leave it at that for now. Luckily, the game seems to say, hey, we'll let you loot afterward. So we can just leave it here. Sealed with magic. I mean, if only there were some visual indicator that this were sealed with magic, like a magic symbol glowing on the door. Alas. I gotta tell you, I'm being sarcastic, obviously. This game just, like, it looks great. The production quality, the presentation of, you know, the dialogue, the quests, the UI, it's just a masterpiece. This game is great. Alright, and we can go up, or we can go over here. Let's use a good lockpick on this one. Spike it.
I hope you appreciate
I do appreciate it.
Let us be careful.
Want to see what's in here. Some paintings, so we could finance our whole effort with these paintings. We got some nice stuff to sell, quartz and such. Alright. Sweet. Don't mind us while we loot everything over here. And we got another scroll of protection from law. Alright, well, whatever. Give me the stuff. Great. Well, I mean, I think this game is fantastic. I keep saying that. And I'm loving the fact that we have actually started to emerge. We have more of an objective here. Our quest currently, we have spies amidst our ranks, which we need to show her this once we get back to the other place. We have Day of the City, which I need to sample the drink. I don't know why this is still here. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that. Devoured by Darkness is the main quest that we're currently working on. And we need to maybe help Horgus and attack the Great Garrison as well. So we've got a whole bunch of awesome quests to do. We've emerged, and I'm looking forward to it. But I also want to say, everyone, thank you so much for helping me to get the Sword Radiant, the potential Holy Avenger, before I left the maze. It took me a bit to kind of try to figure out the puzzle, but I'm glad that I did it, and I'm looking forward to playing more. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.